Unmute us. Oh, there we go. All right, we're good on both sides. Here we go. Kickoff is just moments away here at Hook Hill Stadium. First national field between the East Central Cardinals and your McAlester Buffaloes. We're about to have the coin toss here in just a moment as your captains for tonight, Eric McCarty, Garrett Shumway, Kason Whitley, and Caden Lesnow. For the Cardinals, looks like we're looking at number 74. That is Phillip Hallam. 68, it looks like Jerry Privets. We have a 32, I believe. That's Lamarian Allen. And who are we have 60. Is that 50 or 60? It looks like we have 50 Mitchell Cunningham.
And is that a 6 or a 9?
I can't tell if it's a 6 or a 9. If it's a 6, it's Deshaun Bell Dennis. If it's 9, it's Samuel Pleasant. But those are the captains for the East Central Cardinals tonight. Again, McAlester is 5-1 coming into this. They are 2-1 in 5A3. East Central, the opposite, 1-5. They're 0-3 in 5A3. For those on radio, the McAlester Buffaloes wearing their white helmets like always. Their black and gold jerseys, again, primarily black here tonight, and the white pants with the gold pipings down the sides. For the Cardinals, they're wearing their black helmets, the white jerseys with the black numerals on the front and back, and the black pants. Before we do anything else, we like to let everyone know this is Buffalo Roll Call. Let us know where you're listening from, or let us know where you're watching from here tonight. If you can, let me know on Twitter, at Buff Sports Radio. Give us a follow there on Twitter, at Buff Sports Radio, and let us know where you're watching or listening from. And you can do it on Facebook as well, but I'll probably get to be able to do a little bit better by getting it on Twitter. So, looks like East Central won the toss. They have elected to receive. That's your coin toss brought to you by First Family Federal Credit Union. Let's succeed together. Not a lot of fans in the stands here for the first, 5 minutes away from kickoff.
Yeah, I mean,
it is fall break, though.
I was about to say, one, it's fall break. It's on a Thursday night. And a lot of this is one of those games that a lot of people tend to miss sometimes just because they have work, or they could be out of town with kids, as like a last little hoorah before everything starts getting cold and shut down for the year.
Yeah, for East Central, you can count them right now. On their side, there are 8 people in the stands. And for McAlester, I mean, I'd say it's a good 60% full right now, maybe closer to 70% full. But, again, there's patches, and I'm sure those are going to fill up. A lot of people are also right along the fences, too. So people that would normally be in the stands are along the fences a little bit on the opposite side. So, again, like I said, would expect it to get a little bit busier and a little bit more full as we make our way throughout the game tonight. But, again, let us know where you're listening from on Twitter, at Buff Sports Radio, or on Facebook at facebook.com/McAlester Radio. It's going to be the first game where you really kind of feel like it's football weather. It's going to be in the 60s tonight, and it's going to be a fine one for the Buffaloes against the Cardinals. Again, maybe a little bit of wind here and there, 12 miles per hour winds, as the McAlester Buffaloes are looking to bounce back after their loss last week with a big win here tonight against the East Central Cardinals. How many times can I say their mascot and their school name in about 60 seconds? So they're in the north end zone right now, about ready to come out of the tunnel.
You talk about the wind. When we were setting everything up, the flag at the south end zone was standing up with the wind blowing out of the north, and it is completely dead now. Shows you what about an hour can do here in Oklahoma.
And also, we are not staring into the sun for the first time when kickoff is about to happen.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I was able to take my sunglasses off during the pregame show, and I was like, man, this is great. Like, this is when you know that you finally made it through you dealt with the dog days of summer, and now you're getting the reward.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. Joseph Ledford says, let's get back on track, Buffs. And the Buffs are coming out of the tunnel right now.
Time for Buffalo football.
Yep, Charlie Gillespie says, checking in from the top row of the hook, Charlie, Darlene, and Cooper Gillespie. Colton is in the band. So cool there. And Michelle Sneed says, watching Kason Whitley, number 59 from Seminole, go Buffaloes. All right, so as we're going to get started here in just a moment, we'd like to thank our kickoff sponsor for the season. That's Jet Tire Service. For great deals on Michelin, Uniroyal, Kenda, and Cooper tires for your car, truck, or SUV, see Jet Tire Service in McAlester, serving Southeast Oklahoma since 1962. Don't fret, jettire.net. Phillip, final thoughts before we get started.
Just be smart, man. Last week you had 116 penalty yards. You had 119 passing yards. So to put that into perspective, that was not a good night. So tonight you're playing a team that statistically and analytically you're supposed to just do what you want with it. So use tonight to better yourself and prepare yourself for the back half of the regular season going into the playoffs.
Yep, and but also, like Coach Mazey said during coffee with the coach this morning, East Central smells a little bit of blood in the water also. They saw the score last week. They say, maybe we could do it, and maybe this is our big win tonight. So they're going to be looking for that as the Buffaloes are looking to get back on track. So McAlester will be kicking off to the East Central Cardinals to start off this one. It looks like they're going to be kicking it right to left, and the Cardinals will be returning left to right. We still have both special teams units in their huddle on their respective side. And on the YouTube side of things, what we were able to do, and again, things might change because this press box does sway a little bit. We do have the scoreboard down at the bottom, but we also have the time that's off to the right. So a lot of people have been asking for the time when we have that scoreboard graphic. We have that up, and so that's a pretty good addition. We'll see if it stays that way as we make our way throughout the game here tonight. Christy, if you ever see that scoreboard just kind of shift a little bit, just let me know. Christy is running our video board. She does a great job as always. Wyatt Hubbard back in the studio making this, again, one of the best broadcasts, I think. Again, I'm biased opinion in the state of Oklahoma.
I mean, I've been told many times by multiple different people that, that this broadcast is one of, if not the best high school broadcast. And, we credit ourselves. We talk about it all the time throughout the year that we do our best to present these kids in the best way that they should be presented.
You said it perfectly. Around the city of McAlester, around the state of Oklahoma, and Buffalo fans across the nation far and wide, thank you for joining us for East Central versus McAlester. Here it's Week 7, Thursday Night Lights, as we are ready for the whistle, and there it is. Again, J.R. Jewell, he's checking in on YouTube as well. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Trenton Greer getting ready to kick it off to the Cardinals. He points to the left, points to the right. There's the boot. It's a short one, and it is football time in the Heartland. It's going to bounce and be recovered at the 18-yard line by the Cardinals, as there's really nowhere to go. He gets past the 20-yard line, gets to the 22. He was kind of just standing and looking for an opening that never came up, as the return was made by, it looked like number 38, Livian Chavez, I believe. He's at 39. That was a 39, which even with the updated roster we got, I didn't see a 39 on the roster.
I don't have a 39 on mine either, so
Joe Chavez is going to get the start for the Cardinals tonight. Connor Dunn and him have been splitting some time a little bit. Chavez, through the first 5 games, throwing 50%, 2 touchdowns to 3 picks. Here's the first play from scrimmage from the 22-yard line of East Central. It's a snap, handoff over to Pegas. Pegas has nowhere to go. The Buffalo defense clogs up the gaps, drives them backwards, and that's going to be maybe even a loss of a yard. Oh, it's a loss of 2 yards. Back down to the 21-yard line, 2nd down and 12 upcoming. That's what you want to see on the first play from scrimmage from the Buffalo front 7.
Absolutely. They're just trying to go in between the tackles, something that Braylon Adama and with Del City and the running back last week against with Coweta like to do. They were able to get good pushes. East Central tried to run the counter play, but the Buffs smelled it out, pushed that pulling guard right back into the backfield, and got a loss of 2 on the play.
Pistol formation, 2 receivers each side. Ball right between the hash marks, 2nd down and 12 from the 21. Chavez puts a man in motion. From right to left goes number 24, Jordan Wilson. The snap, and it's going to be a run for Chavez, and he slides down 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. What happened there?
I mean, it was a high snap. I don't think it was a designed run. High snap, he had to corral it in, and then he had to start to take off with it. Buffaloes crashed the outside, crashing that pocket really well, getting a loss of 6 yards to bring up what is 3rd down and 18.
Yeah, back to the East Central 15-yard line. In 2 plays, they've gone backwards 8 yards. And we're going to go back to the pistol formation this time. Trips right, ball from the left hash, and McAlester showing all kinds of pressure right now. They're bringing the house. Chavez looks back, talks to his running back, gets the ball off with 1 second. He's going to quickly throw it out to the flats. It's caught by Pegas, and Pegas is tackled down inside the 15-yard line. The Cardinals went nowhere but backwards here on that drive. Tackled down around the 13, and that will be a 3-and-out for the Black Death defense to start this one. Ball inside the 10-yard line, down at the 9. So that's going to bring up 4th and 24, a loss of 6 yards. And now it'll be, is that Caden Less now back deep to return? It looks like it is.
It is Caden Less now.
He was the return man last year. Sent one back to the house on a punt return last year. Can he do it here on his first punt return of the season? They get the punt off by Chavez. This one's going to bounce at the 33. right by a McAlester Buffalo and take a Cardinal roll all the way to the Cardinal 49-yard line. So Chavez did the best he could with what he had, and it's a pretty good punt all the way out to about the 48 is where they're going to mark him down at. The 48-yard line of for the Cardinals, or for the Buffaloes on the Cardinal side of the 50. And you talked about starting drives on your opponent's side of the 50. First drive, that's pretty good field position. Ball at the 48.
You know, that's exactly what happens when you get the push that you are expecting to get on defense. Get them behind the chains early, force them into negative yardage, and the Buffaloes did just that to get great field position.
Les now the quarterback, Moten the running back right side of him. Here's the snap and a handoff over to Moten. Moten waits for the gap to open up, and it does. He's past the 40-yard line. He's up the gut to the 25-yard line, down the near sideline to the 10, to the 5. He's going to be tackled inside the 5-yard line. Big gain for the Buffaloes to get this one started off. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties at 918-284-1233. 9:26 left to go here in the first quarter, and we have a down Cardinal. A down Cardinal to the left of the pylon. And we're going to have an early injury timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on KNED.
Football season, the most wonderful time of the year, except for Christmas, of course. And now is a good time to head to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, because we have new cars on the lot. Right now, Patriot is offering 1.9% financing for 72 months on the Jeep Wagoneer, and 2.9% for 72 months and $2,500 cash back on the new Ram 1500 Lone Star and Bighorn Crew Cab. Patriot is a proud sponsor of McAlester Buffalo football.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So welcome back. It was Samuel Pleasant. He got back up, and he's walking over towards the Cardinal sideline. He actually jogged, so it looks like he's okay. First down and 10 for the Buffaloes. Moten to the left side. He just broke off a big 43-yard run. He's trying to finish it off here maybe. Here's the snap. First and goal from the 5. He goes out to the right, lowers the shoulder, tries to get towards the goal line. He's going to be tackled a yard shy. Gain of 4. Second and goal from the 1 upcoming.
Second and goal.
First drive of the game for the Buffaloes, 9:20 left to go in the first quarter. The Buffaloes forced a 3 and out, actually forced the Cardinals to go 14 yards backwards, and that has led to them having good field position and 3 feet away from punching one in. Les now the snap, hands off over to Moten. Moten off the left side, he will get into the end zone. Touchdown Buffaloes. And for Dakota Moten, that's his first touchdown of 2022. He had 178 yards coming into this game, and he punches one in for the senior, and that puts the Buffaloes up here early 6-0 with 8:59 left to go in the first quarter. That was all Dakota Moten. He used a little bit of speed in that first run, and the last 2, nothing but power. Trenton Greer on to attempt the extra point for the McAlester Buffaloes to try to make this a 7-point game. Snap, we do have a offsides penalty. I mean, way offsides.
Before the start of play, dead ball, offsides, East Central.
And Coach Mazey's saying, was it good? Guess can we just take the PAT? But no, they're going to push him forward a little bit, and Greer is still going to go for the PAT here. I feel bad for the referee that has to go track down that ball just to do it all over again. Snap, hold, kick is up, and that one is through. Buffaloes lead 7-0, 3 minutes into the game right here on K.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Welcome back to MacTown, USA. We've had one drive by the Cardinals, one drive by the Buffaloes, and the Buffaloes lead 7-0. 8:59 left to go in the first quarter, and that was all Dakota Moten on that last drive. We're going to have a drive summary for you here in just a moment as Trenton Greer has a little pooch kick right here. It's fair caught, and it'll be caught at the 44, 45-yard line of East Central, so they're going to have pretty decent field position to start this drive as well. Phillip, a drive summary for the Buffs.
That was a very fast 3-play, 49-yard touchdown drive that only took 40 seconds off the clock. Off with a 1-yard touchdown run by Dakota Moten, and the PAT by Trenton Greer was good. And that was your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. Bishop's Funeral Service is a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes. 1st and 10 from their own 45. Cardinals on the left hash. 8:55 left to go in the first quarter. And they get the Buffaloes to jump off sides. And by the way, tonight we have the pink flags. Again, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so they are bringing awareness, again, by having the pink. You have a lot of people with the pink tape tonight. And that puts the Cardinals at midfield, ball at the 50-yard line. 8:45 left to go here in the first quarter. And we have a running clock right now. That's odd. That's different.
2 receivers each side, ball on the left hash. High snap, handoff. He's trying to get around the corner. It's Pegas. He will be tackled for a gain of about 2 feet. Good vision by Pegas again in the first 5 games of the season, because we didn't get the stats from their game last week against Durant. He had 21 carries for 177 yards. That is impressive. That's 8.4 yards per carry. But so far tonight, he hasn't really had a lot of room to run.
Yeah, you talk about his vision, 8.1 yards a carry. That is great vision, and you can see the hesitation and the waiting that he wants to use, but the Buffaloes were just able to clog that up and not allow the holes for him.
Ran a long way to only get a yard, 2nd down and 4 now. Here's the snap. Handoff back to Pegas. Pegas will try to get around the corner, and the Buffaloes, Malachi Rice will tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of about 4 yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Rice was on him quick. 7:40 left to go here in the first quarter. And by the way, the reason why he hasn't had a lot of room to run, even with their game last week against Coweta, McAlester still in the season, 60 yards per game on the ground against their defense. Pistol formation, 2 receivers each side, 3rd and 8 upcoming from their own 47 for the Cardinals. They're still trying to get the plays in. They got 11 to snap it, so plenty of time. 7:18 left to go here in the first. 5 to snap it. Chavez gets it. Back to pass, looking middle, has to step up. He's going to try to run for it. Up to the 50-yard line, he slides down at the 50. It's not going to be enough for the first down. Do they go for it here at the 50-yard line, or they try to pin McAlester deep? Again, the last time that they punted it, McAlester started the drive at the 48-yard line.
I mean, right here, you're in no man's land. You're 5 yards away from the first down marker.
They're making a personnel change. They're going to punt the ball.
Yep.
Again, Les now back deep to return at his own 15-yard line. 6:42 left to go in the first.
Also, keep your eyes out for a fake being at midfield.
Yeah, like I said, even if they didn't get it here, they're still better field position than last time. And we have a near punt that was blocked. Instead, they lay off, and this one's going to be a high punt. A flag did come out, and it's down at the 31-yard line of McAlester, but we'll see what the flag is first. If it's offsides on McAlester, it'll be enough to give East Central a first down. So we'll see what the call is here. False start. They're going to decline it, and McAlester will get the ball at their own 31-yard line. Clock half stopped with 6:26 left to go in the first. Buffalo's leading 7-0. And once again, it will be, looks like Caden Luss now rallying the troops. McCarty's over here on the near sideline, so he's not the running back. You're going to be looking at either Blaze Baugh or Dakota Moten here. It looks like it's going to be Baugh. Baugh right side of Les now. They're bunching up the receivers, 2 to each side. 6:18 left to go in the first. Baugh goes out in motion. Les now at the snap, looking middle. Steps up in the pocket. He's got a clean one. He'll try to run it. Up the middle. He's grabbed by the horse collar, and he's going to be taken down at the 36-yard line, but no flag. He was grabbed by the horse collar, about the most clear as day horse collar tackle, but he still gets a gain of 5.
Being up here, in the booth, like we're able to see things like that. And that honestly made me like cringe because we've seen this year so many violent hits, and not even hits, but tackles, where guys getting slung around and just hitting the ground. And when I saw him get jerked like that, my heart dropped into my stomach.
Lesnow's okay. Here's 2nd down and 5. He's going to roll out to the right. He's got some space to run again if he wants to, and he will. Past the 40-yard line, past the 45, down the far sideline. Past midfield over to the Cardinal 45-yard line, and that's a first down for the Buffaloes. Again, that's brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. Earlier on, the Buffaloes got into the red zone. That was brought to you by McAlester Home Store. Again, they can go ahead and help you out with whatever you need. If you need tile, carpet, or luxury vinyl, go see them over at 5th and Wyandotte in McAlester. So 5:22, again, we do have a running clock, it looks like, for the majority of the game. I think they'll stop it in between, scores, but that's what we have right now. Here's the snap. Lesnow rolling out to the left on 1st and 10. Throws it. Caught by Chapman. Says, what? Brace on my wrist. He gets about a gain of 6 yards to bring up 2nd down and 4. Again, Chapman, he should be able to get that brace off next week or maybe the week after that. But again, he broke his wrist in week 0 against Broken Bow, and he makes the catch with that cast on his right wrist. That brings up 2nd down and 4 from the Cardinal 39-yard line. Clock has stopped with 5:09 left to go in the first. They're stacking 3 receivers on the right side here. Here's the snap. Lesnell rolls right. Looks downfield, has nowhere to throw it to. He's going to take it and run again, and he's past the first down marker to move the chains. But we do have a flag.
It's going to be a hold on ball.
Holding on the Buffaloes. So that will negate the first down. By the way, Lesnow is now finally into the positive yardage when it comes to carries. He came into this game 44 rushes for -9 yards just because we've been playing some tough defenses. So those lead to sacks, and unfortunately sacks lead to negative yards. But he's got 2 touchdowns on the year on the ground. So, but now he's into the plus. That's what we like to see, and he's running the ball pretty well here early on. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first. 2nd down and 17. It's a snap, catch by Watkins. Watkins down the near sideline. He will work off a block by Chapman, and he will get past the 40-yard line. He nearly gets the first down. He's about 2 yards shy, and we have 3rd down and 2 upcoming for the Buffaloes. Again, Watkins had to leave early last week. We saw him on crutches at the end of the game, but again, it was a bone bruise on his ankle. He's okay, and he's already got his first catch here tonight. 3rd down and 2 for the Buffaloes. Snap, handoff ball first down, up the middle. Says, get off me, and it'll be tackled down at the 29-yard line as he drug a defender. That stops the clock while they move the chains. Ball to the Cardinal 29-yard line, left hash. McAlester leading 7-0 with 4:13 remaining in the first quarter. Ball, by the way, averaging 8 yards per carry coming into this one. 217 yards on 30 carries. He has 1 touchdown run so far in 2022. The snap, Lesnow rolls right on 1st and 10. Looks downfield. He's going to run it again past the 25-yard line into the red zone, and he'll shuffle out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Move the chains, and we're into the red zone. That's brought to you once again by McAlester Home Store. Remodeling or building a house can be rough. They can make it easier. Get flooring, backsplash paint, and appliances. Plus, you can even get a free design consultation.
Yeah, Lesnow's just using his eyes. Got some design sprint out plays. He's getting out there into the flats. And East Central is just, they're respecting the receiving core too much. And Lesnow is just saying, okay, if you're going to leave it all open to me and turn your back, I'm just going to run it.
He gets a snap, and he's about sacked, but he evades it. Goes over to the left side. Will run it again past the 15-yard line. He's going to be down at the 14.
Lesnow inside the 20 down to the...
And that will give Lesnow... Looks like a gain of 4 yards to bring up 2nd down and 6. 3:28 left to go in the first quarter. Buffalo still leading 7-0. And again, running clock for the majority of the first quarter, it seems like.
That is different, but, being a Thursday night game, probably majority of the reason why that is.
Trips right, snap. It's going to be a keeper. Lesnow on the option. He gets to the 6-yard line, right past the man, dives for the pylon, and what a move by Lesnow! He gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. He was stood up around the 4-yard line, but he squeaked through 2 defenders and says, I'll take 6. Buffaloes lead 13-0. Clock stops with 3:02 left to go here in the first quarter. And Trenton Greer on to attempt the PAT. Good start for Caden Lesnow on the ground. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is... right down Broadway. Buffaloes lead 14-0. 3:02 left to go in the first here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester. I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Buffaloes lead 14-0 in this simulcast. Again, we're both on radio and video stream, so if you hear weird pauses on the video stream, that means something's going on the radio. Trenton Greer will kick this one away as the Buffaloes lead 14-0. This one will be taken at the 16-yard line and working to the far sideline. They get a good block, and they get past the 30-yard line, and the Cardinals are going to start this drive in between the 30 and the 35. 2:56 remaining in the first. Buffaloes lead 14-0. We have a drive summary for the McAlester offense.
That was an 8-play, 69-yard touchdown drive that took 3 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. Capped off with that 14-yard touchdown run by Caden Lesnow. That is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
So the Cardinals come out with their freshman quarterback, Joe Chavez, in the pistol, trips right. It'll be at the 33-yard line, left hash. Here's the snap. Chavez will toss it out to the right over to Pegas. Pegas trying to get some room. He cuts it up and gets out past the 35-yard line to the 36. That'll be a gain of 3 yards to bring up second down and 7. For the Cardinals last year, Connor Dunn was their starting quarterback. Now, through 5 games that we have on stats according to Max Preps, he went 40 for 72, 2 touchdowns to 4 picks. Chavez has been playing here and there as well. Chavez getting the start tonight as the, again, listed on the roster, 5'7", 140 freshman, who has thrown for over 200 yards in the 5 games that are listed with 2 touchdowns. They haven't really thrown the ball, though, and they have a couple of receivers that can catch and go with it.
Yeah, they're just trying to use their speed, trying to get to the outside and pick up some yardage. That one was a pickup of 3, just using speed of the flats.
Here's the snap. Chavez looks. He'll try to run it. Down the near sideline, he's pushed out of bounds after a gain of 1. That'll stop the clock with 1:46 left to go here in the first. And 3rd down and 6 upcoming for the Cardinals. But again, good awareness by Chavez there to look downfield. They have a chance to throw it. Knew no one was open, took it and ran. He's got some speed too.
I mean, great vision downfield, sees where the guys are, can see the holes in the field. Great visual, great athlete, and that's what you ask for in a quarterback, especially, someone as young as he is. And just watching him from what we saw now, he is going to be a handful in the next 4 years.
Yeah, bright future ahead of that kid. Chavez, the snap. He's going to toss that over to the left. Pegas is another guy who's going to have a good future, but this time he does not. He's going to be tackled for a big loss. I mean, the future might be bright right there. The immediate present was not good for Pegas. Pegas is tackled back at the 31-yard line, and the Buffaloes get another tackle for loss. That is about to be driven up for McAlester in that stat category because they have already, how many negatives have we seen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th tackle for a loss for the McAlester Buffalo defense tonight. And with under a minute left to go in the first quarter, it's another 3 and out for the Black Death defense. Chavez will punt it away over to Lesnow as the clock continues to run, 45 seconds now. Chavez gets the snap. This one will be blocked. McCarty's got it, and he will be staying on his feet for now. His offenses or his receiving team's trying to push him inside, but McCarty gets another punt block, and he's down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. He nearly had a punt block in the last punt, but he just kind of stood there, didn't risk anything. This time he goes full on for the punt block, and the Buffaloes are back into the red zone, brought to you by McAlester Home Store. Can we just call it the McAlester Home Store red zone? I like that. 9-yard line, ball right between the hash marks, right to left. Go the McAlester Buffaloes if you're listening on radio. 34 seconds, and they'll start the clock. We'll probably have one play here before the end of the quarter unless McAlester scores on this first play. Blaze Ball, the running back, he's on the right side of Les now. 2 receivers each side. McAlester has had 2 touchdowns, both rushing, one by Moten, one by Les now. The snap, quick pass over the middle. It is bobbled. Good ball by Les now. He was going for Carter Lance across the middle. One of your players to watch tonight, but he just couldn't hold on. Lance, so far in the season, has had 7 grabs for 80 yards, 2 touchdowns out of those 7 catches, and he nearly had a 3rd touchdown. Last year against the Cardinals, he had 5 receptions for 37 yards.
Want to give a quick shout out over there on the far sideline. Outside receiver right now is number 31, Bryson Baker. Getting out there now.
Snap, handoff, Baugh up the middle. Baugh dragging a defender, and he's going to be down. They're going to say his knee touchdown at the 6-yard line, and that should be the final play of the first quarter. Buffaloes lead 14-0. We head to the second quarter right here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com.
14-0 McAlester leads, and we were kind of laughing during the commercial break because we were so close to missing what could have been a touchdown play. The Buffaloes tried to run a play before the end of the first quarter. They rushed up to the line, but thankfully, while we were on break, the buzzer went off. So you can still maybe catch a touchdown call, possibly, as the Buffaloes have 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. They move from the left side of the field all the way over to the right. All their guys have to jog over. They're going to have a 4 receiver set, 2 to each side. Again, ball smack dab between the hash marks, right between the 5 and 6-yard line. Looks like it is Baugh, the running back on the left side of Les now. Here's the snap on 3rd and goal. Les now rolling out to his left, looking for the end zone. Tosses, caught. Touchdown, McAlester. Ethan Watkins with the grab. And the Buffaloes go up 20-0 on the first play in the second quarter. And for Mr. Ethan Watkins, that's his first touchdown grab on the season. Last year against the Cardinals, 8 carries for 82 yards in a score. He puts the Buffaloes up 20-0. Les now with his 12th touchdown throw of 2022. Here's the snap. Kick is up. That one is blocked. And this is going to stay 20-0. What a great jump by the Cardinal special teams unit. Again, 20-0, 11:54 left to go in the first half on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAlester, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
McAlester Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAlester Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAlester Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAlester Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
Welcome back here to MacTown, USA. McAlester having no problems with the East Central Cardinals right now. It's a 20-0 score. McAlester has scored on all 3 drives, and we're going to be having a quick drive summary for you here after the kickoff from Trenton Greer. Ball's placed at the 40. Cardinals will be returning right to left. And here we go. Toe to leather, and we have a whistle first. While they stop it, let's go ahead and let's look at that drive summary.
That was a fast 3-play, 9-yard touchdown drive that took 40 seconds off the clock. Finished off with that 6-yard pass from Caden Lesnite, Ethan Watkins. The PAT was blocked. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
So the Buffaloes crossed the 40-yard line too quickly, and they are back to the 35-yard line. So the Cardinals should get good field position here. Again, Buffaloes scored, but the PAT was blocked by the Cardinals to make the score 20-0 with 11:54 left to go in the half. Greer does kick this one away. No flag here. This one's going to be kicked straight to a McAlester Buffalo on the near sideline.
Garrett
Shumway with the catch. That's going to be a penalty on the Buffalo, on the Buffaloes. That's going to give the Cardinals really good field position.
And he did a little shimmy too. He caught that and he did a little shimmy with it.
Nice hands, Garrett. Next thing you know, he's going to be receiver.
Hey, William the Fridge Perry,
Hey, Joseph Ledford, like we said, tuning in, saying that we do a great job. Thank you, Joseph. Crystal Barlow, John Freeman saying they enjoyed the broadcast as well. We appreciate all you guys for tuning in tonight and supporting McAlester Buffalo football. Again, Buffalo Roll Call every single game day on Twitter. Just, again, tweet at us, and we'll try to get you out over the air. 11:53 left to go in the first half. Buffaloes lead 20-0. 2 receivers on each side. Chavez in the pistol. At the head of it, you got Pegas. Dante Pegas, number 29. He's number 26 on the early roster that we got, but we're in 29 tonight in the White Road unis. Snap, he goes right up the middle, and he's got a little crevice. He gets up to the 39-yard line and gets a push out to about the 40. The nose of the football will be at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Cardinals.
Hard run right out of the pistol right there by Pegas. Comes in at the heart of the McAlester defense. Meets a man at the line of scrimmage, was able to get out of that tackle, pick up a hard-earned 5 yards.
I think that's their biggest play from scrimmage so far tonight.
Yes, sir, you are correct.
2nd and 5. Near hash. Chavez, we're going to be having a flag first. I think this is a delay of game.
Dead ball flags down.
False start.
Oh, false start first. So those 5 yards that they just got, they're going to have to go backwards. So 2nd down and 10 upcoming.
I want to give a quick update. I just got a notification that Eufaula just scored, and they are up 31-0 right now in the first quarter.
The first quarter, 31-0. Go ahead then, Eufaula.
If you want to know what's going on with the Ironheads, just follow Eufaula Ironhead Twitter page. They are a great follow.
Empty backfield 5 wide after Pegas moves out right. The snap. Chavez looking to throw. He's got some time. He chunks it deep into double coverage. It's picked off by Eric McCarty. Down the near sideline to the 40. He's got a convoy to the 30-yard line. He's got a breakaway. That's a pick 6. Boomer Sooner. The OU commit takes the Oski all the way to the north end zone. The Buffaloes lead 26-0 with 10:23 left to go in the first half. Talk about the blocking there for his return team. McCarty with his first interception of the season. And what a way to get your first pick.
You can see the play. You can see the play there as Chavez scrambled around. Malachi Rice jumps up for the deflection. Ball sails on him, throws it off the back shoulder. And you could tell as soon as it was picked off, you could see the convoy of black jerseys just turn out and get the sideline open.
Snap, and we have a offsides once again on the Cardinals. And Giovanni Mercado is about to kick it for the Buffaloes. He's a lefty, so it's a little bit different for Caden Luss now to hold the ball. He's used to holding it for the righty, Trenton Greer. With Mercado, he's having to hold it for the lefty. So I'm interested to see if there's any hiccups or if it's a seamless transition here. Snap, hold, kick is up, and Mercado splits the uprights, and it's 27-0. Buffaloes lead, 10:23 left to go in the first half on KNE.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
10:23 left to go in the first half. 27-0 McAlester leads. We have no drive summary because McAlester never had a drive. It was a 61-yard pick six for Eric McCarty. And here's Trenton Greer to kick this one away. It's going to be an end-over-end kick. They'll be taken at the 26-yard line, and he'll move off to the right side. And here's the Buffaloes. It's Garrett Pickett that has him wrapped up, and he's going to keep on pushing him backwards. I don't think that was that Greer that kicked that one off? I might have missed. He's coming off the field right now.
Making the tackle for the Buffaloes, number 31.
Is that 30 coming off the field right now?
He went and got the kicking tee. I don't know who kicked it, honestly.
Well, either way, the Buffaloes ended up stopping the Cardinals, and they're going to have the ball at their own 23-yard line, favoring the near hash. 10:13 left to go in the first half. Buffaloes lead big, 27-0, and Eric McCarty right back at that safety spot. A lot of people are not liking the Boomer Sooner call that I had for the pick six.
Get over it. Brandon Hall is very happy right now.
I'm sure he is. Hey, here's the snap. Chavez. Handoff. Pegas up the middle. He squeaks past a couple of defenders and gets positive yard. That's going to be a gain of 1 to bring up second down and 9. I feel like if there was a time to bring attention once again to his, where he's going to be playing football in the future, I think that tonight's a good night. McAllister's winning the game pretty handily right now, and again, I'm sure that OU fans love to see that right now.
I mean, great read right there, by the senior. He, like I said, ball floated. It was a back foot throw. Ball floated in the air, and he made a great read. And like I said, once that interception was made, it was like a robot, just boom, and then a wall was made for him to get to the flats.
It was great. We'll talk about it here more in just a moment. Here's the snap. McAlester brought a ton of pressure, and they get a tackle for a loss. A loss of 2 as a whole herd of Buffalo make this 3rd down and 11 with 9:08 left to go in the first half. And, yeah, that's what I thought was so interesting. Nearly anybody could have ran that back along the near sideline once you make the pick. Great job by Seth Burgess' defense to be able to create a wall, a convoy, to be able to follow directly to the end zone. I think he had to make one man miss, and he was gone. The rest of his defense did the work for him.
Kind of reminded me of a basketball player running a poster out. In the post, he was just, some of them were just moving with them.
3rd and 11 coming up for the Cardinals at their own 22. McAlester showing pressure again. Here's the snap. Going over to the right side. Catch by Chavez. Chavez breaks a tackle. Down the far sideline, close to the first down marker. Did he carry him past the... No, he did not.
We're going to have a room for the passer.
At the 16-yard line. He hit him up high. He didn't hit him late. I think he hit him up high. I don't believe he hit him late. I think he hit him bang, bang, but he went up high on Chavez.
It was a little late, but it was up high.
I think that's mainly where that penalty is going to be coming from, is just the high hit. It's going to be enough for the Cardinals to move the chains. That's their first down of the game, coming with 8:29 left to go in the first half. Buffalo's leading 27-0 here on Thursday Night Lights. A good bounce-back game for McAlester after last week. Again, I think they're exercising some demons right now. First down and 10. Cardinals, though, moving the chains at their own 46-yard line in the pistol formation. 2 receivers each side. High snap. Chavez grabs it. He'll roll out to his left. Now we're back to his right, has nowhere to go, and he just tosses this one over to the right side. There was a man in the vicinity, so there's no intentional grounding, as it didn't make its way back to the line of scrimmage, but 2nd down and 10 upcoming.
Well, the referee was calling. Coaches on the staff are asking for an intentional grounding because it didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, but the ball was tipped by the defense, so that actually will negate a intentional grounding.
There still was a man in the area, though,
yeah.
So it wouldn't have mattered even if that if they wouldn't have tipped it. McAlester showing pressure again. Here's the snap. Handoff. Pegas right side. And he moved fast, but McAllister's defense moved a little bit faster to meet him right at the gap. And there's going to be a gain of only about 1, maybe 2 on the carry to bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, great play right there by Pegas. I mean, just up the middle again. Running with a lot of speed, but he was met right there by a whole herd of Buffaloes up the middle. And like you said, the Buffaloes are exercising some demons. They're flying around. They're getting off blocks, something that they didn't do well at all last week. But you can definitely see that this front seven is getting off blocks really well here tonight.
Third down and a short 9, 7:31 left to go here in the first half. Here's the snap. Chavez back to pass, looking right, quickly passing to the right. That one is caught, but a yard shy of the first down. Referee's going to call him 2 yards shy of the first down. It was Jordan Wilson with the reception. And 4th down and 2 upcoming, and if you're not going to go for it here, they're not going to go for it a lot of times.
And a long one.
So it's 4th down and 2. Again, he caught that ball at the 45-yard line, but they're going to mark him down at the 41. So kind of a bad spot for the Cardinals there. And they're going to go for it here on 4th and short. See what the Buffalo defense can do. And here's the snap. Try to get McAlester to go off sides. Instead, they hand it off over to Pegas, and Pegas breaks through, and he could score. Down the seam to the 10-yard line. He's tracked from behind by Eric McCarty and tackled down around the 5-yard line. He was so close to breaking that one open. The Cardinal offense tried to force McAlester to go off sides, and there was just a breakdown. The Buffalo defense was everywhere but where Pegas ran, and then McCarty tracked him down. Down to the 5-yard line, the Cardinals are in the red zone. 6:43 left to go here in the first half.
Great run right there by Pegas. You had Malachi Rice, and you also had Jaden Shumway on the other side. Both of them missed the arm tackle, and Pegas made them pay. Picks up a great 40-yard run.
First and goal from the 5. And once again, they're going to get McAlester to jump off sides. It won't move him very far. It's half the distance to the goal. So you're going to see a couple of yards here. Rice will come out. Zach Rogers will come in. Rice was the man who jumped off sides at the defensive end spot. Again, Rice is a versatile type athlete on the defensive side. He played a lot of outside linebacker last year. Early this season, moved into the defensive end spot, and he has had, coming into this game, 23 tackles, 3 for a loss, and a sack. Those are not bad stats at all from the defensive end position through 6 games.
And it's great because not only because you can keep him on the defense right there on the edge, but you can also bring in a guy like Braden Bumpus right behind him who's playing phenomenal as well.
Or Owen Russell.
Absolutely.
In the pistol, first and goal from the 3. Snap, handoff Pegas up the middle. He's stopped just before he can reach into the goal line. I mean, he was close. If he would have just stretched out his arm, I think he would have scored, but he's down at the 1-yard line. Pegas is a hard-nosed runner. 3 feet from the end zone. Buffalo's trying to keep this a scoreless, or keep that 0 on the guest column over there. 5:36 left to go here in the first quarter. Buffalo's leading 27-0.
The way that Pegas met Owen Russell looked like 2 Mack trucks sitting head-on at the goal line.
Violent collision there. Chavez gets a snap, hands it off again. Pegas up the middle, he'll score. Cardinals get on the board, and it's 27-6 with 5:18 left to go in the first half. Again, Pegas said, I'll carry you all the way past the goal line. That was really all Pegas on that drive. I'm telling you, these guys are going to be pretty good in the future. You looked at what we saw with a lot of Will Rogers' guys that are leading them to a 4-2 record right now coming into tonight against Collinsville. You're going to see that with the Cardinals. You got Chavez, the freshman at quarterback, Dante Pegas. He's a sophomore for the Cardinals. So got a little bit of a bright future there on the offensive side. And Chavez, who's their kicker right now, he's a junior, so he's going to be back next year. Vashon Arps, he's a sophomore. He's not playing tonight, but he's a big weapon too. Here's a snap. Kick is up, and it is good. Buffalo still lead 27-7. Cardinals get on the board with 5:18 left to go in the first half here on KNE.
CryoShock McAlester will help you with athletic performance and recovery. Whole body cryotherapy causes inhibition of inflammation, which results in a reduction of pain and swelling. WBC is the natural and safe way to prevent or eliminate joint pain associated with the following: rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, muscle sprain and strain, sports injuries, and repetitive motion injury. Make cryotherapy part of your wellness regimen. Fast and convenient for rapid recovery of injuries. CryoShock McAlester, 405 East Chickasaw Suite C, McAlester.
KC Farm Machinery in McAlester is having an end-of-season sale on all 2022 Gravely commercial zero-turn mowers. We carry Gravely zero-turns from 42 up to 60-inch cuts. The 2023s are coming soon, so now's the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all 2022 Gravely zero-turn models. There's no better time to get that new Gravely commercial zero-turn. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAlester is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAlester Union Stockyards.
There is also a penalty by the Buffaloes on the kickoff, or excuse me, on the PAT. So they're going to get to kick this ball away from the 45-yard line. McAlester leads 27-7 with 5:18 left to go in the first half, and we have enough time for a drive summary, Phillip.
That was an 8-play, 77-yard touchdown drive that took 4 minutes and 55 seconds off the clock. The PAT was good. Capped off with a 1-yard touchdown run by Pegas. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes.
Well, I'm
trying to get you an update on that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get an update too. I thought there was a penalty on McAlester. They were getting ready to kick it away from the 45-yard line, but now they're moving back to the 40. So maybe the penalty was declined. I'm not sure. But 5:18 left to go in the first half. McAlester leading 27-7, and we're going to be talking about what extended that drive and why McAlester needs to get rid of that little bug that they had going back to last week. It's still a dominant game by the Buffaloes, but you don't want to see that. Chavez will kick this one away. This one will be caught at the 36. No, bobbled at the 36, and the Buffaloes jump on it. They're going to have this one at their own 36-yard line and start this drive. That touchdown drive by the Cardinals was extended because of a third down and long roughing the passer penalty. And last week, 21 points scored by the Coweta Tigers were because of drives that were extended because of penalties. So that's 28 points now in the last 2 weeks that your opponent has scored points. Now that's 4 different touchdowns, 28 points that your opponent has scored because you extended the drive because of penalties. That's something that you want to make sure that you cut.
Yeah, I mean, just like we said last week, it's just selfish play at that point in time. When you get,
I don't think that was an accident when he hit him up high, but you want to make sure that you don't make those type of penalties. Snap, handoff. It's going to be, it looks like McCarty busting out to the right side to the 35, to the 40, to the 45-yard line. Stiff arms a man, and he'll be tackled, rather pushed out of bounds, a yard shy of the 50-yard line, out to the 49. 4:58, that will move the chains. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. Call him up at 918-284-1233 when you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land, or a rural home. I don't think that tackle, again, it was just a little bit up high and a tad bit late. It's easy to make that mistake, but it's still a mistake that you don't want to make against teams like Coweta that you played last week and Del City that you played the week before, with playoffs getting a little bit closer.
If you're going to miss high, if you're going to be a little late, you want to kind of miss in the torso area because now the head and neck area is such a sacred place.
Snap, handoff McCarty. He goes right up the gut to the 45-yard line, down the near sideline to the 35. Stays on his feet, press the B button, and there goes that man. Touchdown, McAlester. The kid just doesn't go down. That drive was all McAllister's Eric McCarty. 2 plays to get him 6. 33-7 the score. 4:18 left to go in the first half. That's touchdown run number 8 on the year for McCarty. He's had a pick 6, and he's had 6 rushing the ball as well. Overall, that's touchdown number 12 for him. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. The Buffaloes lead 34-7. 4:18 left to go here in the first half on K.
Welcome to Allstate, where DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback. And by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact McAlester Allstate agent Lyle Whitworth for a quote today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Welcome back here to McAlester, Oklahoma. We're just looking at the roster because, again, we have a new kicker kicking it off for the McAlester Buffaloes. Caleb Judkins kicking it off for the Buffaloes. Again, they have on the roster that Coweta gave us last week. He's class of 2034, but I don't think that's the case.
Man, we got a 6-year-old kicking, man. This is great.
No, Judkins, I believe, kicked it off the last time, did a great job. He's going to do it again here. And this one's going to be a end-over-end spiraling kick. That will be taken inside the 30-yard line, and he doesn't fair catch it. He's going to be tackled down immediately, and that is where the Cardinals are going to start this drive around their own 28. I know that spiraling kick and end over end don't correlate, but just bear with me. We have a drive summary for the Buffaloes.
Very fast two-play, 64-yard drive that took 57 seconds off the clock, capped off with Eric McCarty hitting the B button and getting that 50-yard touchdown run. The PAT was good. That's your drive summary, brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
So let's see how the Buffalo defense responds. Again, they gave the Cardinals a first down on a roughing the passer penalty on third down to let them go down the field and score on nearly a 70-yard drive, 77-yard drive, actually. Let's see how they respond with 4:03 left to go in the first half. Buffalo's leading 34-7. Snap, handoff over to Pegas. Pegas is tackled down for a loss. I believe jumping on his back was Braden Bumpus. Owen Russell, rather. Again, he was right behind a bunch of different Buffaloes. Owen Russell coming up and making the tackle. Met Pegas for a 3-yard loss. Second down and 13 from their own 26-yard line.
Owen Russell looking like he was shot out of a cannon. Sees that play, reads it perfectly. Undercuts number 70. That is Tayshawn Nelson.
That's actually Bryce Greenlee tonight.
Oh.
We had an updated roster right before the game started.
Well, I didn't get the updated one, my bad. Bryson Greenlee, he undercuts him, makes a great play there on Pegas.
Man in motion. Snap, second and 13. Chavez looking for somewhere to go. He steps up, and he's going to slide down. I think he might have got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up third and 13 with 3:08 remaining here in the first half. Buffalo's leading big. And through the first 5 games, the Cardinals were averaging around 262.8 yards per game. More of them have been through the passing game, though, rather than the rushing game, but their rushing game has been better than their passing game tonight. I really think they've only completed, 2 passes? I'm pretty sure. Third and 13 in the pistol. Ball between the hash marks. And they're going to get McAlester to jump off sides again, and it's Malachi Rice. Rice jumped off sides last time, back inside the 5-yard line. He comes off again, and this will force Zach Rogers to come in for Rice.
Playing on the defensive line, playing on defense in general, they're going to try to get you off sides. But if you're playing on the defensive line, keep your eye on the football and hold your water weight. Is something that you coaches harp on you about. And that is twice in back-to-back drives, like you mentioned, partner, that Malachi has jumped off sides.
They're trying to use McAllister's aggressiveness to their advantage. And I'll talk about that a little bit further here in just a moment. But we're waiting on, they're also running the clock down, I think. No, they don't. They're going to snap it with 20 on the play clock. Here's a snap bobbled, picked back up by Chavez. We have a flag. Chavez steps up. He's going to just take a seat. This is going to be a sack in the stat sheet. Let's see who gets awarded to, but this is going to be a tackle. Jaden Shumway is going to get credited with the sack. This is inside the 30-yard line. We'll see what the flag is. But, yeah, McAlester by nature is an aggressive defense. There's a reason why they call it the Black Death defense. And when you have Malachi Rice, by the way, the flag waved off, Malachi Rice is an aggressive player. And when it comes to he's always in the backfield, and he likes to hit people. So they were using it to their advantage on the last couple of drives. They ended up getting him off sides, and that led to them getting a little bit better field position, but McAlester does a great job, stops them on third down, and brings up fourth. We're going to take a quick break as we have a timeout. 1:52 left to go here in the first half. Buffaloes lead 34-7 on K.
Football season. The most wonderful time of the year. Except for Christmas, of course. And now is a good time to head to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, because we have new cars on the lot. Right now, Patriot is offering 1.9% financing for 72 months on the Jeep Wagoneer, and 2.9% for 72 months, and $2,500 cash back on the new Ram 1500 Lone Star and Bighorn Crew Cab. Patriot is a proud sponsor of McAlester Buffalo football.
Immediately after tonight's game and lasts until midnight. Join all your friends for a fun night. Volleyball, 9-square, axe throwing.
1:52 left to go in the half. Buffaloes lead 34-7. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors here. WE Alfred Propane, American Best Western Inn and Suites, Compass Capital Management, Caring Hands Healthcare Centers, McAlester Pepsi, First Realty, Casey Farm Machinery, Allstate Lyle Whitworth Agent, and CryoShock Wellness Center. Again, those are just half of the people that have helped put us on the air this season. Thank you all for being continued supporters of McAlester Athletics and McAlester Football. So the Cardinals are going to punt this one away. They actually called the timeout. So McAlester has 3 remaining. The Cardinals have 2. Chavez back inside his own 20 to punt this away to Caden Luss now standing at his own 41. Here's the snap. This one will be faked out. What a move by Chavez. There was nearly another block by the Buffalo special teams unit. This one will bounce past the McAlester 50-yard line. The Cardinals will wave it down around the 47. And with 1:43, as it stopped on the clock, with 1:43 left to go in the half, the Buffaloes have a chance to go up by another touchdown as they as they lead 34-7.
If they were trailing and they're up 34-7, that would be quite the move into the quantum realm.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, we're going to be having our Buffalo halftime show. That's going to be both video stream and radio. But again, post-game, if you want to be able to listen to McAlester head coach Forrest Mazey's thoughts post-game, maybe some players, and we might be able to get some player interviews in this game, then make sure that you go ahead and switch over to radio, whether it's your classic radio or listening on your app. Make sure that you do that so that you can catch all the thoughts post-game. Dakota Moten, right side of Les now. Here's the snap, 1st and 10. Quick pass near side, caught by Watkins. Watkins zooms right past a man to the 45-yard line on the other side of the 50 to the 30-yard line, pushes over a man and stares him down as he gets knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That'll move the chains for the Buffaloes. Watkins already has a touchdown grab tonight, and he gets over the 50-yard mark. As he goes out of bounds, they don't have to burn a timeout. Oh, well, I say that. There's a holding penalty on McAlester. So that will bring this back. The hold was at the line of scrimmage. I think it was one of the receivers. As Owen Russell is playing in the slot right now. I have not seen Owen Russell play wide receiver in this is his 3rd year with the Buffaloes. But he's in the slot. Here's a snap. Rolling out left. Les now. Goes right past the man. Tries to look downfield. No one to throw it to. He'll take it and he'll run out of bounds. So on 1st and 7, he gets out to the 45-yard line. Clock stops, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Yeah, the flag, I believe, was on Russell, who's on that right side. I think he just laid a hold as he was trying to help out his fellow receiver. By the way, like you said, coming in, 31, Bryson Baker. Right side the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Les now rolling right, looking to pass. Downfield, goes deep, has a man behind the coverage. It's Owen Russell down the near sideline into the red zone. He gets pushed out of bounds around the 11. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson, but we're into the McAlester Home Store red zone. That's over at 5th and Wyandotte. McAlester. Go see them for even a free design consultation. So we have some substitutions coming in now for the Buffs. 1:11 left to go here in the first half. Buffalo's leading 34-7.
That was a great pitch and catch there, right there by Les now to Owen Russell. Found the soft spot in the defense on the little soft corner route. Great way to put it on there by the junior.
Great throw. Les now will get the snap. Option. He'll go right. A pancake block on the right tackle spot as it's going to be Les now trying to push his way towards the goal line. He's tackled about 1.5 yards shy. Looking over on that right side, got to give a lot of credit over to Sean Perkins getting that. Sean Perkins and Sean Woods getting those pancake blocks over on the right side. McAlester wants to go hurry up. 2nd down and goal. Snap, handoff, ball right up the middle, blazing his way for 6. 40-7 our score, 44 seconds left to go here in the first half. Blaze Ball with his 2nd touchdown run on the season, matching his touchdowns in the kick return game. Usually you don't match that tally when you're also a running back, but he is fantastic offensively, defensively, and in special teams. Gets it done on all 3 sides of the football. And here's a snap. Mercado kicks this one through the uprights, and the Buffaloes lead 41-7 with 44 seconds left to go here in the half on KNED.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
44 seconds left to go here in the half as we have Judkins pooch kicking this one over to the 40-yard line. It's going to be fair caught there by number 9. That is Samuel Pleasant. We do have a drive summary for the Buffaloes, Phillip.
That was a 4-play, 53-yard touchdown drive that only took 59 seconds. Capped off with a 1-yard touchdown run by the senior Blaze Ball, and the PAT was good. That is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes.
44 seconds remain here in the half. We'll see what the Cardinals decide to do. McAlester does have all 3 timeouts, again, with them leading 41-7. I don't expect them to use any. Again, they have this game well in check, but again, if they want to get into some more work, they can use it if they want to. 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 40-yard line. Cardinals moving it right to left. In the pistol, 2 receivers each side. McAlester showing pressure again. Here they come. It'll be a pass for Chavez. Chavez scrambling out to his right, looking downfield, nowhere to go. Throws it out of bounds, but there was a receiver in the vicinity. And that will run 10 seconds off the clock. 34 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Buffaloes again leading 41-7. 2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals from their own 40 coming up.
Great pressure there by Zach Rogers. Garrett Shumway, Jaden Shumway getting the pressure, forcing the pocket to move. Chavez didn't want to do that. He actually stepped up, saw the pocket collapsing, and that allowed the way for guys like Will Spears and Pfeiffer Mitchell to close down, forcing him to have to turn around and throw that ball up into the warning track right there on that far sideline.
He wanted to run up the middle, but that was closed off real fast, and that's what forced him out to the right. Here comes pressure again. Chavez gets a low snap. Will throw the screen pass far side. Caught at the 39-yard line, right past the man. And tackled down by his ankles around the 43. And I think McAlester will call timeout.
We got a rough on the passer.
Yep, another rough in the passer. And this time Chavez is a little bit slow to get up. There was timeout that was called.
The call on the field is roughing the passer.
But that's the second roughing the passer on the Buffalo defense tonight. Again, like I said, they were mad after what happened last week. Coach Mazey mentioned it on Coffee with the Coach. They were embarrassed. They really hated the way that they played. The players took it personally. The coaches took it personally. But you also got to keep those emotions in check. When you want to hit somebody real hard, you want to be able to get that bad taste out of your mouth, but you still got to play a little bit smart there. Again, second roughing the passer penalty on the Buffaloes tonight, and that moves the Cardinals into Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. 1st down and 10 Cardinals. I'm just going to copy him right there. 24 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. So if there was a timeout that was called, that won't be used because of the roughing the passer. So ball now to the McAlester 42-yard line. Last time that a drive was extended because of a roughing the passer, the Cardinals ended up scoring. Pistol formation, 2 receivers each side, 1st and 10. And we have some whistles. Did you see the flag come out, though? I didn't see the flag come out, but there is a false start regardless.
The Cardinals step that back 5 yards, 1st down, and
I don't think they've had, I think that might be their first penalty of the night on the Cardinals. I can't think of any other ones.
No.
That's it?
That's it.
1st and 15 now from the McAlester 47. Chavez gets a snap. Play action. He's sacked. Ooh, what a big hit. Coming up with the big sack as Chavez is once again slow to get up. Jaden Shumway and number 45, Dustin Jacobson. Shumway was the first person to get there, and then Jacobson, like a bullet out of a gun, delivered the final blow. And there's the buzzer as we're about to go into the second half. McAlester leads at halftime 41-7. Your halftime show brought to you by Pop Scuttle Corn coming up shortly right here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester. I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Oh, I just remembered. All right, Christy, go back over to commercial.
McAlester Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAlester Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAlester Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAlester Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
CryoShock McAlester will help you with athletic performance and recovery. Whole body cryotherapy causes inhibition of inflammation, which results in a reduction of pain and swelling. WBC is the natural and safe way to prevent or eliminate joint pain associated with the following: rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, muscle sprain and strain, sports injuries, and repetitive motion injury. Make cryotherapy part of your wellness regimen. Fast and convenient for rapid recovery of injuries. CryoShock McAlester, 405 East Chickasaw Suite C, McAlester.
KC Farm Machinery in McAlester is having an end-of-season sale on all 2022 Gravely commercial zero-turn mowers. We carry Gravely zero-turns from 42 up to 60-inch cuts. The 2023s are coming soon, so now's the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all 2022 Gravely zero-turn models. There's no better time to get that new Gravely commercial zero-turn. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAlester is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAlester Union Stockyards.
Welcome to Allstate, where DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback. And by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact McAlester Allstate agent Lyle Whitworth for a quote today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Well, outside of one defensive drive by the Buffaloes and one blocked PAT, McAllister's played about as perfect as you can play tonight. Really good bounce-back game for the Buffaloes. They lead 41-7 at the end of the first half. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. Phillip, what'd you think about the first half?
I mean, played it about as good as you could, mentally, physically. Done exactly what you said that you were going to come out to do. Had a blocked PAT, or it would be 42-7.
Yeah,
but you still have some selfish penalties. Some knucklehead mistakes.
I don't think the selfish word is the right one, but knucklehead. Knucklehead is a better way to put it.
This week it's knucklehead. Last week it was just selfish penalties.
Because when you got towards the end of the game, frustration penalties. Tonight, like I said, it's just bonehead mistakes. But those are the ones that you can fix later on. It's just that bang-bang plays that, kind of mess up a little bit for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, the 30 yards of roughing the passers, like when you're going to look at that, you're going to be like, this is where we can improve. And if that's your only thing that you're harping on improving, you're playing a really great game.
Yeah, like I said, other than that, you have nothing that you can really complain about at all. It's a really good bounce-back game for McAlester, which this is what you expected for the McAlester Buffaloes coming into Week 7. So they are 9 points away from putting up another 50-burger. And by the way, we tried, if you're listening on radio, that's one thing. If you're watching on YouTube, we tried to do the Thriller dance, but then I realized about 5 seconds in, I was like, oh no, YouTube's going to strike this video down if we end up actually doing the Thriller dance. I forget which game it was. I want to say it was the Ada game. We had a commercial that ran, and we had the background music in it was copyrighted. Struck it down. I had to spend half my Saturday trying to get that video back up, so I had to replace some stuff. But whatever. What the good news is, you got to at least watch it. Just when you rewatch it on YouTube, play Thriller on your phone or something, and you're going to be just fine. But yeah, it's really cool. And the McAlester Band right now on YouTube, Pride of McAlester is playing as we speak. So let's continue on with the first half. Again, looking at the scoring plays for McAlester. First off, 3-and-out. East Central went only backwards. Then the McAlester offense had a 1-yard touchdown run by Dakota Moten. He was the only guy to have the ball on that drive, as he had 49 yards worth of carries there. East Central then went 3-and-out. McAlester then had a 14-yard touchdown run by Caden Lesnow, 3-and-out by the Cardinals. Then McAlester had a 6-yard touchdown pass to Lesnow over to Watkins, a pick six by Eric McCarty. Then East Central, because of that roughing the passer penalty on 3rd and long, were able to go down the field and score, and it was thanks to a 40-yard run by Pegas. He ended up scoring on a 1-yard run to make that, at the time, I believe it was 34-7 at the time. Then there was a 51-yard touchdown run by Eric McCarty. Then a 3-and-out by the Cardinals again, a 1-yard touchdown run by Blaze Ball, and then the end of the half by the Cardinals. That last drive before the end of the half, we had another roughing the passer penalty. So, I mean, there's a lot of difference makers in this game. For McAlester, who would you go with?
I mean, kind of hard to go against Eric McCarty having the pick six, having the 51-yard run.
That's who I'm going with.
But also, got to go with Caden Lesnow. He had a 14-yard touchdown run, and he had a 6-yard touchdown pass to Lesnow, and he also had a 34-yard.
To Watkins.
Yeah.
Lesnow didn't throw it to himself.
Hey, crazier things have happened.
Hey, it's happened before. It actually happened, I think, last weekend in the NFL.
And so, he had the 14-yard touchdown run, the 6-yard touchdown pass, along with the 34-yard soft curl route to Owen Russell. But I'm just going to say Caden Lesnow because, he's getting that monkey off of his back, and he's finally into the positive yardage rushing.
Yeah, he's had a great game. There's been, again, no hitch in Lesnow's step. There's no hitch in Lesnow's throwing tonight. He's been fantastic. It's a good pick. I'm still going with McCarty. There's a lot of people that you can pick. You can pick the front seven of McAlester for how much they forced him backwards. That's an easy pick too. But for me, and I know it's cheating too because McCarty hasn't played a ton on offense. I think he's only had 2 carries, and in those 2 carries, 61 yards. I mean, that's just what he does. He's a walking cheat code for McAlester High School when you go up against teams in the bottom half of the district. And you give him the ball, he's going to score within 3 plays, it seems like.
And the blocked punt.
Yeah, and he had the blocked punt. So when you're looking at defense, offense, and special teams, it's hard not to pick Eric McCarty when it comes to the difference maker for tonight.
And he's proven why he is one of the most sought after kids in the state of Oklahoma, and he's proven it right here on display.
Yeah, so again, the thing that I am most happy about tonight, though, I don't think I've seen any McAlester injuries. And then the East Central injuries that we've seen, they got back up and they got back over to their far sideline, and it looks like they're okay. So no injuries on either side, it looks like so far, based off what we've seen so far tonight. So it's very good news after the Buffs got kind of banged up over the last couple of games in 2 really physical games against top 3 teams. So again, Buffaloes lead 41-7 at halftime. Scores around the district and area coming up next. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show, brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle.
Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. The score at the end of the first half is 41-7 as your McAlester Buffaloes are leading over the East Central Cardinals. It's now time to look at our scoreboard update brought to you by Beautiful Rooms Furniture. They're all stocked up with bargains in every section, living room, bedroom, dining room, and more, plus a nice selection of mattresses from Simmons, Symbol, and Corsicana. Buy on time with 100 days, same as cash, no credit check needed, or 0% for 12 months with approved credit. Stop in and say hi to Kermit, Todd, and Rocky. Beautiful homes begin at Beautiful Rooms Furniture, 815 East Wyandotte, McAlester. Let's look at some local and district scores.
We're going to start off in 5A3, where the Coweta Tigers are hosting the Lions of Durant, and they are currently up 35-6. So right now the Lions did something that we couldn't do on Coweta, and that was get in the end zone.
Oh, but McAlester will have the chance to prove who's better next week.
Right.
Over in Durant.
But what I'm saying, though, is that could also be a good mental boost for the Lions. Hey, we scored on them. They didn't.
Yeah, that might be something to look after coming into next week.
So you have the Chieftains and the Warriors, a rematch of 5A4. Chieftains are up. It said the source I had said it was in the first quarter, 27-13. Del City plays Memorial tomorrow night, like you thought.
So they do play tomorrow. So we are still going to be having our Friday Night Lights recap this week, Thursday Night Lights recap, but we will not have a Del City score. So sorry for anyone that wanted the Del City score. We're not going to have one in this week's edition of the recap like we usually do if you listen on KND and K101.
There's multiple sources out there. You can pick one. You can
find something.
Multiple TV shows tomorrow night that you can find something.
If you really care to see just Del City's score, then you can find that one. But as far as local teams and the other 2 matchups in 5A3, you'll be able to catch all of those at 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30 tomorrow morning on KNED and K101.
Moving on to local, we're going to go Class B to start it, and where the Savages are up 38-20 right now in Caddo.
Sweet. Good to see local teams winning big games, or winning currently in big games like that. Hope they keep it.
Where the Bulldogs are on the road to Wewoka, it is 18-6 Wewoka at the half.
All right.
Haskell throwing haymakers. Cougars can't get out of the way. It's 47-0 at the half.
Yeah, I didn't think that it would be very close in that game.
The Miners are leading Mounds 19-0 at the half. Ironheads just kicked a field goal to go up 38-6 at the half.
Okay.
I couldn't find anywhere in Atoka Lexington score, so if anybody out there listening can get a source to that, shoot it our way. It'll be greatly appreciated. Holdenville over Colgate right now, 14-0.
14-0. I had that as a 2-score game. I thought that they were going to win by 2 scores. So right now, up by 2 scores.
But I told you on air, we got a dogfight locally. The Diggers are up 22-21 right now on Valiant at the half.
So Wilburton trying to take down Valiant. We'll be having a final, should be having a final depending on how fast the second half comes, but we'll have the latest update in our post-game show. That'll be happening radio only after the conclusion to this game. Again, right now in our game, McAlester leading 41-7 over Tulsa East Central. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with low.
Welcome back to the Buffalo Halftime Show, brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. The score at the end of the first half, again, McAlester leading 41-7 over the East Central Cardinals. And by the way, the footballs are back. I don't know if I've noticed this in halftime. Usually we're doing stuff, so I can't ever really notice. I loved coming to games when I was younger, to McAlester football games, not just because of me watching McAlester, obviously, but also I loved the chance to be able to catch a football. And they are tossing the footballs right now.
And if you got a popcorn from the concession stand, has a megaphone.
That's cool.
For breast cancer awareness.
That's awesome. So shout out to McAlester High School, really up in the ante. They're fantastic, but you really can't use the megaphone because it's closed off. Well, if you didn't do that, the popcorn will just fall out of the bottom of the bucket. So
touche.
There's only so much you can do, Phillip.
I know. I was just saying. I mean,
I know.
Man.
Hey, let's look at some stats from the first half, starting with Tulsa East Central. There was one carry by number 24. That's Jordan Wilson. He had a carry for -2 yards. Joe Chavez, he had 6 carries for -8 yards. And Dante Pegas, he had 12 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown. For Joe Chavez, he is he's 3 for 6 with an interception tonight. The 2 receivers that he's thrown to, one has been his running back, Dante Pegas, has had a catch for -6 yards, and Jordan Wilson, 2 grabs for 11 yards. They have had 6 penalties for only 12 yards. They had 29 rushing yards, 19 attempts, 5 passing yards on 6 attempts. They have ran 25 plays, 1.53 yards per rush, negative yards per pass, and 1.36 yards per play. Can't get much better than that if you're the Buffalo defense. Looking at McAlster's offense, Dakota Moten, he has had 3 carries. They were the first 3 plays from offense for McAlester in the game. The Buffalo running back had a touchdown. Again, he had 48 yards on the ground in the first half. Caden Luss now 8 carries for 69 yards and a touchdown run. Blaze Baugh, 3 carries for 12 yards and a touchdown run. And Eric McCarty, 2 carries for looks like 64 yards and a touchdown. Les now is 1, 2, 3, 4. He is 5 for 6, and the only incomplete pass that he has is on a drop. So he's 5 for 6 for 75 yards and a touchdown. He's thrown to 3 receivers. Eli Chapman with a 6-yard grab. Ethan Watkins with 3 grabs for 34 yards and a 6-yard touchdown reception. And number 9, that is Owen Russell. He's had a 35-yard just a regular grab that got McAlester into the red zone that led to a touchdown. This is where you can kind of say McAlester needs to be a little bit better. They have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 first-half penalties. That has got to be better. McAlester had 12 last week for 116 yards. Currently, they're at the 15, 20, 25, 40, 43, 48, 58. They're at the 72-yard mark. In the first half, had 72 yards off penalties, so they need to be a little bit better there. 193 rushing yards on 16 attempts, 75 passing yards on 6 attempts, 268 first-half yards. Again, well over what they had last week total in the first half. They had 12 rushing yards per rush, 12.5 yards per pass, and 12 yards per play. So as we look to the second half, keys to the second half.
First off, I want to say thank you to Dad. He's tuned in, said we're doing a great job, but I say that to say this. He just texted Atoka is up 40-0 on Lexington in the second right now, as best he could find out. So thank you to Dad for being able to get that done. Keys to the second half, man. Just be smart, no knucklehead penalties. Stay healthy. You did it for 30 minutes. 24 minutes. We don't play 15-minute quarters yet.
At 24 minutes.
You done it for 24 minutes. Do it for another 24 and get out of here. You already got your 15 set up. Don't start looking towards the Lions just yet. Focus on this task at hand. And when the Buffaloes of tomorrow get into the game, look for those guys to also make an impact and start making their statement here on this program.
All right, so again, it's McAlester that gets the ball to start off the second half because East Central won the toss and they received. So the Buffaloes will get the ball. Will be getting the ball to start off the second half. 41-7, McAlester leading. This has been the Buffalo halftime show brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. Again, we're about to start off the second half in about 3.5 minutes. We're going to go back to thanking our regular sponsors with this next commercial break, and we'll be back here in just a moment, right here on
KC Farm Machinery in McAlester is having an end-of-season sale on all 2022 Gravely commercial zero-turn mowers. We carry Gravely zero-turns from 42 up to 60-inch cuts. The 2023s are coming soon, so now's the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all 2022 Gravely zero-turn models. There's no better time to get that new Gravely commercial zero-turn. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAlester is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAlester Union Stockyards.
Welcome to Allstate, where DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback, and by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact McAlester Allstate agent Lyle Whitworth for a quote today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
CryoShock McAlester will help you with athletic performance and recovery. Whole body cryotherapy causes inhibition of inflammation, which results in a reduction of pain and swelling. WBC is the natural and safe way to prevent or eliminate joint pain associated with the following: rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, muscle sprain and strain, sports injuries, and repetitive motion injury. Make cryotherapy part of your wellness regimen. Fast and convenient for rapid recovery of injuries. CryoShock McAlester, 405 East Chickasaw Suite C, McAlester.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com. At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501.
Okay, back to Hesky's clip from these our corporate game sponsors. Up in Auto Wash, Ryan Tippett.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. Here at the Hook, the McAlester Buffaloes leading the East Central Cardinals 41-7 at the end of the first half. We're about a minute away from beginning the second half. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the rest of them that we didn't get to thank in the first half: Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the Bank and A, Vickers Furniture, Fenton Nissan, Buck Wilson Frame and Body, Vickers Power Sports, and Freedom Ford. Also, WE offered propane. Thank you all for putting us on the air tonight. We're about to have the kickoff to start the second half. Again, McAlester will get the ball to begin the second half. This kickoff brought to you by Jet Tire Service for great deals on Michelin, Uniroyal, Kenda, and Cooper tires for your car, truck, or SUV. See Jet Tire Service in McAlester, serving Southeast Oklahoma since 1962. Don't fret, jettire.net. The Buffaloes will be returning this next kick left to right. And, of course, the Cardinals, that means they're kicking right to left if you are listening on radio. If you're watching on the video stream, of course, you know all that. So, again, the Buffalo's going to be returning left to right. They're wearing their white helmets tonight. Their black jerseys with the gold numerals on the front and back. The white pants, gold piping down the side. For the Cardinals, wearing their black helmets, white jerseys, black numerals on the front and back. Black pants, looks like red piping along the sides. So, like Phillip said in the halftime show, you're up by your 15 points that you wanted to grab. You're winning this game pretty handily, 41-7. Make sure you want to stay healthy and go into next week when you play Durant. That's going to be another physical game. This is no disrespect to Durant. It's not technically really a rivalry. McAlester has owned the rivalry, but the two teams don't like each other. The two schools don't like each other, so it's going to be a physical game. And you got some really good athletes on that Durant defense. So you want to make sure that you stay healthy for them, and you're going to be going on the road to begin another road stretch, as after this game, McAllister's not back at home until November 4th. And depending on what happens with Coweta and Del City down the line, you may not be back at home again after Glenpool in your final regular season home game. It depends on if McAlester finishes second or third. If they want to win the district, they need a lot of help. So we'll be talking about that probably in the post-game show. So make sure you're tuning into K&D. That will be radio only after this game. So here's the boot. We're underway to start off the second half. This one will be returned down the seam, 45-yard line to the 50, breaking loose to the 35-yard line, 30, 25, 20, 15. He's tackled down inside the 15-yard line into the red zone. Who is that on the return? Drayton Pouncil. Pouncil gets the return, and he gets into the red zone. The McAlester Home Store red zone. Go see him over at 5th and Wyandotte and McAlester. Free measurements and quality installers.
We harped on it all pregame long. Get a good kick return, and Drayton Pouncil goes out there and gets a big one. Almost took it for a house call to start to open the second half.
They're going to come in the dozer package with Braden Bumpus at the head of the dozer package. Puts a man in motion. That's Owen Russell. And here's a snap. Bumpus, right side, finds a gap, goes to the left, knocks over a man and gets a good 6-7 yards. So again, they really still like that package, the dozer package. And when you don't have Stone, like you didn't have for the rest of the game last week, and when you didn't have McCarty a whole lot, you're looking at maybe Bumpus being the next guy in the dozer package. 2nd down and 4, they're going to do it again from inside the 10. Snap, Bumpus right side, following his blockers, carrying people. Did he get past the goal line? No, they're going to say his knee was down just a yard shy. Maybe even not yard. We're saying like 1 inch line. 1st and goal for the Buffaloes. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. Call him up at 918-284-1233. Dozer package is 3rd time a charm. Snap, right side, Bumpus into the end zone. Showing his might, the Buffaloes lead 47-7 with 10:39 left to go in the third quarter. Braden Bumpus with his 2nd touchdown run of the season. Buffaloes went dozer on all plays on that drive to get into the end zone. Coach Mazey mentioned in coffee with the coach this morning they pride themselves on effort, attitude, toughness. They've shown all 3 tonight. Snap is bobbled as I say that. Les now is trying to get away. He does get away, stays on his feet now. He's going to stumble down around the 20-yard line. If he would have kept his footing, boy, you might have seen an crazy, incredible 2-point conversion. But the Buffaloes, for the 2nd time tonight, can't connect on the PAT. They lead 47-7, 10:39 left to go in the third on KNED.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
10:39 left to go in the third quarter. If you're listening on radio and you hear that bumper, we forget that people can see us in the press box. We're dancing around a little bit. There's the kick. It's end over end, and this one will bounce, and it might roll past the goal line. We have a touchback. First touchback, I believe, on the season for the McAlester Buffaloes comes from number 90, Caleb Judkins. 10:39 left to go in the third quarter. Buffaloes lead 47-7. We have a drive summary.
That was a very fast 3-play, 13-yard drive that only took 1 minute and 7 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 1-yard touchdown run by sophomore Braden Bumpus. PAT try was busted and no good. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals. In the shotgun, trips left. Running clock here in the second half. Other than, I believe, touchdowns might be the only thing that stop it. Here's the snap. Chavez hands it off over to Pegas. Pegas, again, good space as he goes up the middle. He's going to get a gain of 11 on 1st down and 10. Out to the 31-yard line. Move the chains for the Cardinals.
Over the 30-yard line.
Great vision right there. Great hole by the Cardinals. Great vision by Pegas. Sees it and makes the hit. Turns up the field, picks up 11 yards. Great fit up there, though, by Blaze Ball and also Ethan Watkins to only allow the pickup of 11 yards there by Pegas.
Mitchell Cunningham, and that was Bryce Greenlee on the left side opening up that gap. Also credit to the center, I believe that's Tristan Cates. And we have a false start, or did
that was
Whitley,
a false start.
Yeah, I think Whitley responded to the right tackle, Edwin Flores, moving a little bit early there. It's not even Edwin Flores. Trying to see his number to make sure that was Flores.
I thought it was
69?
69.
Josh Bell. Josh Bell played left guard in a game earlier this year. That was the Del City game, wasn't it? The one that you checked out earlier to kind of get a look on him?
Yes.
1st and 15. Here's the snap after the false start. Rolling right is Chavez. Chavez throws. It's picked off. We could have a second pick six. Blaze Ball will go for the pylon, and he's going to be just shy. McAlester was 3 feet away from a second pick six of the night, but McAlester is now 3 feet away from a 50-burger. Let's see what they roll out here. Are they going to go dozer package again? Because here comes Braden Bumpus. Ball was so close, and for the senior, that is interception number 1 on the year for him. That's interception number 10 on the season for the Buffaloes.
Ball hawk, and that's exactly what Coach Seth Burgess told me at the Media Day broadcast, that he likes his ball hawks flying around that way.
Ball hawks, not ball right there. Bumpus in the dozer. The snap. Bobbled. He tries to jump on it. I think he does, but this is going to be a loss of 5. So it was mishandled, a little bit low into the right, but Bumpus just couldn't grab it, and that's going to be a loss of 5. 2nd down and goal from the 6.
A little bit antsy out of the dozer package. Looked like a bad snap as well. Ball couldn't handle it. Great awareness, though, to just lay on the ground, pull that one in, and not allow the Cardinals to jump on it.
If anyone doesn't know what a dozer package is, if you're listening on radio, it's kind of like the Wildcat formation. Here's the snap. Again, that one's bobbled. Bumpus is going to pick it up, trying to make something out of it, and maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. So for the 2 consecutive plays, we have a problem getting the ball over to Braden Bumpus. This one just dribble over towards the sophomore. That one actually is a loss of 1, so 3rd down and goal from the 7. And McAlster's going to call timeout. We'll take it right here on KNED.
Football season. The most wonderful time of the year. Except for Christmas, of course. And now is a good time to head to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, because we have new cars on the lot. Right now, Patriot is offering 1.9% financing for 72 months on the Jeep Wagoneer, and 2.9% for 72 months and $2,500 cash back on the new Ram 1500 Lone Star and Bighorn Crew Cab. Patriot is a proud sponsor of McAlester Buffalo football.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure.
Coming out of the timeout, we have dozer package, 3rd and 7 for the Buffaloes. 3rd and goal from the 7. Left hash. Buffaloes leading 47-7. Dozer package. Bumpus at the head of it. Snap, right side, full head of steam. He finds a gap, follows his blockers, and he's going to stroll into the end zone. Braden Bumpus with his second touchdown run of the second half. And McAlester has now just broken open the buns, the meat, the cheese, the lettuce, and tomato. They have a 50-burger here with 8:09 left to go in the third quarter. Second time they've crossed that 50-point mark this season. The other time was against Tulsa Memorial, their last home game. So Mercado on to attempt the PAT. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good as well. And McAlester leads 54-7. 8:09 left to go in the third quarter here on KNED.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
8 minutes on the clock and ticking here as we have, I believe, a new kicker into the game for the Buffaloes. We'll get a number on him in just a moment, as this one's going to be a end-over-end kick that will be taken inside the 20-yard line, moving over to the right side, and we have a nice tackle. We also have, I thought that was a flag. That's a football over there on the track. A no flag. It's just a good tackle by the Buffaloes. I think it was Drayden Pouncil coming in and making that tackle, pushing him out of bounds. And the Cardinals are going to start this next drive inside their own 30. We do have a drive summary.
That was a 3-play, 1-yard touchdown drive that only took 1 minute and 1 second off the clock. Finished off with a 7-yard touchdown run by Braden Bumpus, and the PAT was good. That is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes.
Okay, that was Giovanni Mercado. I don't know who's been kicking for the Buffs the last however many times. I don't know who the southpaw's been. I have had a wrong number. He hasn't been pointed my way. I apologize. All right, trips left. Here's the snap. Hand off, Pegas. Pegas trying to sweep to the left. He's tackled from behind. That'll be a gain of 2. Coming in, making the tackle off the edge. Was that Will Spears?
That was Will Spears that ran him down from the backside.
So, I mean, second down and 8 is upcoming from the Cardinal 31-yard line with 7 minutes and ticking here in the third quarter, and the Buffaloes up big, 54-7.
I was letting the PA announcer because he said caught from behind, and then he just lost his train of thought and started talking about something else as well.
Trips left. Ball moves to the near hash after the sweep. Pistol formation once again. That means about 3 yards behind the quarterback. Here's the snap. Chavez. Look over to the right. Still looking, has all day to throw it. Now he's going to try to, no, he won't. He'll still try to pass it, and this one is just thrown out of bounds. But, again, good decision-making by Chavez, just roaming over to the right as far as you can go, trying to see if someone breaks open, and if no one does, just throw it away. Third down and 8 coming up for the Cardinals.
I mean, just true gamer. You know, he's a sophomore. No, is he a
freshman?
Freshman.
He's a freshman.
That's right. And, you know, just true gamer. He knows that when it's not there, he can take off and run. But even when those lanes are closing and he sees the backer forcing down, he knows where he's at, and he knows where the line of scrimmage is to get the ball out of bounds. Great football knowledge there by Chavez.
McAlester shows pressure. They bring it. Dustin Jacobson in on the blitz. Here's the toss, and there's a tackle. And punishment delivered. Is that Drayden Pound? No, that's going to be Dakota Moten. Dakota Moten laying the lumber and getting a big tackle for a loss on the toss. I'm a poet and didn't know it, back to the 25-yard line. 5:50 left to go in the third. Feeling a little bit like Sam Wampler during his commercial. I'll tell him I said that too. Sam, a big friend of really everybody in McAlester, it seems like. And one of our sponsors here tonight.
He's one of the good ones, that is for sure. Anytime you see him, he has a smile on his face.
Chavez ready to punt this one away. He will boot it late. It's going to be a floating punt that crosses the 50-yard line. He'll take a bounce at the 46, keep on bouncing like a basketball inside the 40, and be downed at the 36 36 after a slow roll. 5:19 left to go here in the third quarter. Buffaloes lead 54-7. We're going to mention it in the fourth quarter as well, but don't forget the fifth quarter happening tonight if you're watching and you want to have something fun to do. If you're looking for something to do after the game, look no more. All 7th through 12th grade students are invited to fifth quarter. Tonight's fifth quarter will be held at the King's House Church on V. Hubert Smith Drive. Fifth quarter begins immediately after tonight's game and lasts until midnight. Join all your friends for a fun night. Volleyball, 9-square, axe throwing, and an obstacle course will be available along with plenty of food, fun, and games. Make plans to attend fifth quarter now. I believe Carter Johnson's into the game. Here's the snap. Handoff. That's going to be Jordan Clark sweeping left past the 40-yard line, down the far sideline, and he will get the first down past the 50 into Cardinal territory. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties at 918-284-1233 when you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land or rural home. Again, that's Sean Wilkerson. And we got to brag on Jordan Clark. Coming into this game, 7 carries for 145 yards. That's 20.7 yards per carry. And I think that's going to just help out his average right there. He's on the right side of Johnson. Here's the snap. Johnson will throw it near side. It'll be knocked loose as there was a pass over to the near side. Good read, though, by the secondary of the Cardinals.
With a stop. Second down, 10.
Pass was intended for Stephen Gregg, and that was just read perfectly. I mean, he came all the way from the safety position, was able to lay the hit, and even though the outside receiver had the block on the cornerback, you can't stop the safety when you're locked up like that. Great read right there by the Cardinal defense.
Second down and 10. 2 receivers each side. Again, the future of McAlester football. All 11 of them out there right now for the Buffs. Here's the snap. Handoff over to Clark. Clark up the middle, pushing his feet, still pushing the pile. He's going to keep on pushing it for a first down. I'm telling you, when you're looking at Jordan Clark, you're looking at a lot of smiling faces for McAlester Buffalo fans for the next 4 years. The freshman on a hard-nosed 10-yard carry. And with the running clock, 3:20 left to go in the third quarter, Buffaloes have a first down at the East Central 36, left hash. He'll stay out there at left side. Here's a snap. Handoff Clark. Clark once again has a hole. He's dragging defenders again around the 30-yard line.
Clark down to the 30-yard line.
And when you look at Clark, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not trying to put a lot of pressure on the kid because we've seen what McCarty's done over the last 4 years, but you see a similar run style like McCarty, the way that he has a lot of speed, but he's able to carry the pile like he just did right there.
Oh, yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know, I was actually going to mention it because we saw Braden Bumpus in a version of the Power Cat Dozer, and Jordan Clark is a guy that could also do that. The strength he has in his legs, the whereabouts, he's going to be great here in the future. He's great right now, but here's a great read by Carter Johnson on the option. He'll get past the 25-yard line for another Buffalo first down, moving the chains near the red zone. 2:27 left to go in the third quarter. And that's something that with the change in quarterbacks, there's been no change in results as McAllister's ran the option quite a few times tonight. Every single time the Buffaloes have had the perfect read. Lesnow was great on the option tonight, ran for a lot of yards. Johnson, great read there to move the chains. And we have a timeout call by East Central with 2:05 left to go in the third. Buffaloes lead 54-7 here on K.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAlester, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something. Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
East Central takes their first time out of the second half. Both teams, according to the scoreboard, have 2 timeouts left to go here in quarter number 3. 2:04 left to go in the third quarter. Buffaloes leading 54-7. They have the ball at the Cardinal 22-yard line. Right hash. Clark's out in motion. Johnson, screen pass. Near side's going to bounce. Yeah, I thought that maybe he got his hands underneath it between the turf. I thought he may have been able to put his hands between the turf and the ball, but he was not. Pass was intended for number 31, Bryson Baker, but it was just a little bit too low. So, again, running clock, 1:38 remaining in the third quarter. Ball stay on the right hash, 2 yards away from the red zone.
You know, you talk about the future of the Buffaloes right here. You know, even with the running clock, they're still getting valuable game time reps against a good varsity team.
Absolutely, as we have number 21 throwing this pass, and this is going to be a huge hit that he takes as the pass is incomplete over on the left side. Throwing that pass was number 21. I don't have a number 21. We'll try to get one in the meantime.
The way he looks, it could be Kason Maisie.
So that just might be Kason right there. You can usually when we have games like these, we don't get the rosters until after the game. Yep. That's all right. Trips left, 3rd down and 10 upcoming. Here's a snap. Keeper, right side, following his blockers into the red zone. This is not going to be enough to get a first down, though. We'll have 4th down coming up.
Maisie is tackled.
It is Maisie.
Of the Cardinals.
That is due to coming to
Kason Washington Maisie.
Okay.
And we do have a timeout called.
That's due to coming and watching the freshman Buffaloes play.
Yep, 54-7. We'll take another timeout. This one by McAlester here on K.
We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
McAlester Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAlester Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAlester Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAlester Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
Buffaloes are going for it on 4th down and 6. 2 receivers to each side, man in motion. Maisie gets a snap. He's going to roll out to the right, passing it, caught. It'll be to the 10-yard line, to the 5-yard line, and getting into the end zone is number 31, Bryson Baker. Right past that right pylon, and the Buffaloes are going to be having, if they can get the PAT here, a 61-7 lead going into the fourth quarter. They stop the clock with 12 seconds left to go in the third. Again, that is Kason Washington Maisie's first touchdown pass as a McAlester Buffalo, and I believe, on the varsity roster, and first touchdown grab by Bryson Baker in his varsity time here with the Buffaloes. You'll never forget your first touchdown in varsity play underneath the, what is tonight, Thursday Night Lights. So here we go. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. The Buffaloes lead 61-7. 12 seconds left to go here in the third on KNED.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
12 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Buffaloes lead 61-7. If you like hearing our commercials, don't worry. We're about to have about 2 more coming up in a short amount of time. As this one's going to be booted away, Mercado, end-over-end kick. That will be caught at the 36-yard line by number 9. That is Samuel Pleasant. We have enough time for a drive summary.
That was a 9-play, 64-yard touchdown drive that took 5 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. Capped off with that 18-yard touchdown pass from Casey Washington Maisie to Baker. The PAT was good. And that is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
All right, so again, this drive will start at their own 36-yard line, and they're telling them to run the clock. Again, McAllister's coaches have moved from the press box down over to the field. They know this one is well in hand, and we're going to run this one into the fourth quarter. Put those 4s up in the air, Buff fans. You're listening to McAlester Football on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442. Football season. The most wonderful time of the year. Except for Christmas, of course. And now is a good time to head to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester because we have new cars on the lot. Right now, Patriot is offering 1.9% financing for 72 months on the Jeep Wagoneer and 2.9% for 72 months and $2,500 cash back on the new Ram 1500 Lone Star and Bighorn Crew Cab. Patriot is a proud sponsor of McAlester Buffalo football.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan.
So we start off the fourth quarter. As again, running clock here for the fourth quarter. Buffalo's leading 61-7. We had a carry that went for -1 yards as the Cardinals have the ball. Now back at their own 35-yard line. Second down and 11 upcoming.
Great play right there by the defense. You know, the future of McAlester Buffaloes right here, and they are still crashing that offensive line of the Cardinals. Great testament to every coach on this defensive staff. And all they preach is eat, and you can tell that these younger guys are receiving that very greatly.
Second down and 11. Moving left to right are the Cardinals. As Chavez throws this one, it will be incomplete. Looking for a little out route, going for number 9 against Samuel Pleasant. By the way, in between the third and the fourth quarter, we did have Katie Allen and Cole Allen go for a PAT to try to win some gift cards. I believe both of them missed, though. But, again, you're not going to see them miss a lot when it comes to basketball. Again, they're both new members to the McAlester basketball squads for this winter, and we're excited to see them play.
And I can say this, they are some ballers.
So third down and 11 upcoming. Ball favoring the left hash. McAlester showing pressure. Here's the snap. Chavez will throw left. It will be high and incomplete. It'll roll towards the sideline of the Cardinals, and this will be a 3 and out to begin the fourth quarter. Again, we've seen a little bit of everybody. Again, we had Kason Washington Maisie. He made his debut tonight. He probably will be coming in the next drive as well. He threw his first touchdown pass and grabbing his first touchdown reception when it comes to varsity play, Bryson Baker. Caden Luss now back out to return for the Buffaloes, standing at his own 31-yard line with under 10 minutes left to go in the game. Again, I'll stop saying running clock because now I think you know.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. The only thing that will stop the clock will be a timeout now. Chavez standing back inside of his own 25-yard line, letting some time burn. Here's a snap. Chavez has it. He's going to maybe fake it. No, he punts it late. End over end punt. That will get behind Luss now. And it's a good one by Chavez. That'll be down around the 25.5-yard line. And that is where the Buffaloes are going to start this drive.
26-yard line.
9:16 as it is right now and ticking left to go in the game. Buffaloes leading 61-7. In what very well could be the final drive for the Buffaloes here. You never know how fast 10 minutes go by until you have a running clock in a football game.
Yeah.
Again, after this game, remember that we have the Buffalo postgame show. That's radio only. You can listen on KNED the traditional way, or you can listen on the app or by going to McAllisterRadio.com and clicking on the KNED tab under stations. Right to left go the Buffaloes. Jordan Clark on the right side of Washington Maisie. Here's the snap. Handoff over to Clark. Clark, stutter steps, finds a gap around the left side. He will get the first down and get out to around the 40, 41-yard line. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. When you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land, or a rural home, call Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties at 918-284-1233. Another first down carry by Jordan Clark. Seems like every time the kid touches the ball, he's got at least 10 yards in him.
You know, you hear about walking double-doubles. He's a walking first down.
Left side of Washington Maisie. Trips right. Kaysen gets the ball. And this time he'll keep it on the option. Another good read by a Buffalo quarterback. Puts on a stiff arm, and he'll be stepping out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Good read by Washington Maisie.
Lets his pulling guard and tackle get out there into the flats, follows him out there, slides around him then once you see some green grass, delivers a stiff arm, picks up another yard. Great pickup of 5 yards there by Washington Maisie.
Another thing I love seeing in games like these, you get to see the starters hold up the signs for the guys that usually do it for them.
Yep.
Man in motion, snap, they're going to give it over to number 87. We'll get a name for him in just a moment as he gets around a blocker, but he's going to be tackled for a loss. This is going to be a loss of about 5 or 6. That's Gavin Powell on the jet sweep there. And now push McAlester back to the 40-yard line with 7:15 left to go in the game.
Just a shovel pass right there to Gavin Powell. And the Cardinals was able to smell that one out, get some pressure into the backfield, and cause the Buffaloes to lose 5 yards on that play and bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Cardinals read it well. Zane Owens comes out to be a wide receiver. He's going to be over on the far or near side, the nearest guy close to the sidelines. 2 receivers each side. Clark, the left side of Washington Maisie. Here's the snap. Rolling left. Maisie looking to pass. He will throw it high. He was looking for Powell, and this one will be incomplete to bring up 4th down and 10. And right now we don't see any change in personnel.
They have turned.
Well, now we have Pfeiffer Mitchell over here on the near side grabbing his helmet real quick.
And now the play clock started. The play clock didn't move for a little bit while the game clock continued to tick.
Oh, they're going to go for it here, though.
Right.
4th down, and it's 10. This is 9 on the scoreboard, but it's 4th down and 10 right now.
Let the young guys get some reps, bud.
Here we go. 6:05 left to go in the game. Washington Maisie gets the snap. Screen pass, far side, caught. 45-yard line, breaks forward, and maybe he's got a touchdown here. Breaking tackles to the 30-yard line, to the 25, to the 20. Gets into the red zone, and he will be tackled down inside the 10-yard line. Who's that on the grab?
That was on the far sideline.
Is it number 80?
I don't have a number 80 on my roster.
Again, a lot of freshmen playing in this game, so they're all getting their letter right here.
It was Cleveland.
Cleveland with the grab. So he gets inside the 10-yard line. Washington Maisie gets a snap, hands it off Clark. Clark up the middle, dragging defenders inside the 5-yard line, still pushing his feet all the way down to the 1.
Clark down to the 1-yard line for the Buffaloes.
2nd and goal coming up for the Buffaloes as they're back into the McAlester home store red zone. Come see him over at 5th and Wyandotte in McAlester. Let's see who can punch it in for the Buffaloes here. Clark on the right side of Washington Maisie. Here's the snap. Hand off Clark. Clark met in the backfield, and he can't break the tackle. Coming up with the tackle for loss is number 62 for the Cardinals, Aiden Vang. So they'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 5.
Great play there by Vang. Read it perfectly, was able to slam down on the guard, get into the backfield. Jordan Clark seen it, had the contact, tried to get away from it, just couldn't get away from the contact of Vang.
2 receivers each side. Ball favoring the right hash. The snap. Washington Maisie rolls right. He'll pass right. It is caught. Did he get his feet in? Yes, he did. Cleveland with the touchdown. He's the one that got him inside the 10-yard line. And that will put the Buffaloes up 67-7 right here in MacTown. So, again, I believe it's going to be Giovanni Mercado. Snap, hold, kick is up. It's low, but it squeaks in. Buffaloes lead 68-7 with 3:35 and taking left to go in the game here on KNE.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
All right, so during that break, we were able to get a update for you. Cleveland Williamson was the man who ended up getting a couple of grabs and eventually the touchdown reception. Kason Washington Maisie, 2 touchdown throws in his debut as a varsity player for the McAlester Buffaloes, at least that we've seen so far this season. So, yeah, the future of McAlester Buffaloes showing out here underneath the Thursday night lights. 2:05 left to go in this running clock game, as this one will be an end-over-end kick, taken at the 24-yard line, and here come the Cardinals past the 30-yard line. Trying to make its way to the left side, push forward past the 35-yard line, and that's where the Cardinals are going to start what will be their final drive. Unless there's a turnover right away. I mean, still, that would be their final drive. 68-7, McAlester leads. We have a drive summary.
That was a 8-play, 74-yard drive that took 5 minutes off the clock. Capped off with that touchdown pass from Washington Maisie to Cleveland Williams. The PAT was good. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes, and these Buffaloes have gave them a lot to love here tonight.
In the pistol formation, 2 receivers each side. As here's a handoff of the middle. Good gain by the Cardinals past the 40-yard line. As we are into the final 64 seconds of this game.
Out to the 42-yard line. Second down and 5.
Ball at the 43 of East Central. Into the final minute. Ball left hash, the snap. Once again, handoff. Is it Pegas? I believe it is, as he will get to the 44-yard line. Was that Pegas? No, it was number 20 for the Cardinals. That is McAlester Williams.
Making the tackle for the Buffaloes.
The Cardinals don't have to snap it again if they don't want to, but they're lined up like they will. And they're looking over towards their sideline, though. And their sideline, I think, is calling for them to go to their far sideline. I believe that's it. Yep, that's the game. So the final score here in McAlester, Oklahoma, the Buffaloes win 68-7. That's what you call a bounce-back game for the McAlester Buffaloes. So, ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. McAlester takes care of business, beating the Cardinals 68-7 here tonight. Your Buffalo postgame show brought to you by the fine folks over at OK Tire and Auto on 1st Street in McAlester for all your automotive needs coming up.